Everybody, it's crisis169 coming to you live with another non-video game related video. I do apologize, there's gaming on it. You'll see it in your gaming area. Sorry about that, but this is about why Hillary Clinton lost and she's playing the blame game. Okay, let's pop a quarter. Let's press start. Let's play the blame game. Today's candidate is from Arkansas, who now resides in New York City. She's a very untrustworthy person. She's a corrupt woman. She allowed 4 Americans to die. She takes money from other countries that want to treat women like their baggage. She rather climb a tree, tell a lie, than stay on the ground, tell the truth. Hillary, oops, I deleted emails. Clinton. Now let's talk about this bird here. Look at this bird out the way, because I got an important thing to do with my life. She's blaming everybody. She's blaming Connery. She's blaming Russia, blaming Trump, Bush, Clinton, blaming her own husband, blaming everybody, blaming me, blaming you, blaming somebody. She's gonna blame somebody for this, because she can't fathom that she lost the election by a original bluegrass, blue roots type of campaign. She tried to smear and carve up Donald Trump's name left and right. Yes, Donald Trump said grab it by the pussy, whatever, like that in 2005. But no one out there ever did ran up there and told Mr. Billy Willie Slick Willie to put it back in his pants. So obviously, before you yin yang, before you go against Yang, you have to go against Yang. You can't say Trump is evil and sexist, where Bill Clinton allowed state trooper when he was governor to solicit women to get his phone numbers for him. So obviously, when a woman in a family, with that much political heat, you really can't understand. You really can't understand why she ever thought in a chance in hell she would win. I'm sorry, Bill Clinton won because it was changing the dial. Generation X wanted something new, something hipper. Bush Senior was not that hip, not that new. Yes, election happened after the Gulf War. He would have won, but it didn't, so he lost. How it goes? Usually when the president leads us to victory in a war, he went to the election. Abraham Lincoln. I can go off, FDR. People like that, George Washington. He was elected first president of the United States, so it didn't really count. But you see what I'm saying, So, being as it may, though, Clinton lost because of many variables. She didn't tour the Rust Belt state, the deep blue Democratic areas of the, Democrat, conservative, Democrat liberals, mostly Democrat people. Blue-collar people, blue-collar John Q. and John Susie taxpayer, who Savior Obama's, economic plan did not help them at all. Because back in 2008, Obama said, danger, danger, Bush is evil, Republicans are stupid, I'm the savior, do a little cross pose, practically, and he got elected on hope and change, or what I call the dreams and talk. He said we're all going to hell, doom and gloom. He got elected. He claimed it, said, nothing's wrong, everything goes full steam ahead. He knew stuff was wrong. He didn't care. Okay, he wanted to get his butt in the White House. Like I told a friend of mine, he wanted to go to the buffet of life, fill his plate, stuff rolls in his pocket, and have American people pay for it all. And that's exactly what we did for 8 years. So, if you got a picture of Obama in your bathroom, then you can flush it down the toilet. Because I think Obama is a good speaker, good motivator, but not a really good president. I'm not saying Trump is leading high on the echelon there, because the poll wasn't raised very high anyway on both of them anyway. It's like seeing two people who have missing legs. Now I ain't making fun of anybody who has missing limbs, because I have friends who have missing limbs as well. But it's the best knowledge I have, okay? And they're both trying to run a race. It's not pathetic It's not, oh my God, they're sad. It's just one-sided because, you know, two of them don't have what they need to complete the race. And with Obama and Trump, especially Obama, because his terms already went through, he didn't have a lot of backing from people who actually knew what they needed to do. Like I said, I'm disclaimer, I ain't named for anybody who's disabled, so don't go firebomb my YouTube account or ban me or whatever. Okay? Okay, why Clinton lost, very simple. Said she hadn't told the Rust Belt state. She lost Wisconsin. When that blue wall fell, she lost the election. She lost election, you know, some people say 6 months earlier anyway. And I can explain a little bit here why. Okay, when she started saying that, you know, she don't worry about Trump anymore, don't worry about the polls anymore, she lost the election. When she started acting like, because, you know, the CNBC and the CNN, or what people call it, the Clinton News Network, were pumping her full and their people full lies. To how, you know, the biggest defeat since, you know, Dewey beat shit, I can't remember his name now. Dewey beat Truman in the election. Of course, it didn't happen though. Truman beat in a landslide against Dewey. But you know what I mean, though. You know, and what happened was, though, Trump won. The liberals were doing the Cyrax type of, you know, finishing type of pose, like, you know, they're, you know, short-circuiting kind of thing. They're short-circuiting, blowing transformers. They're literally losing their minds, screaming. They didn't know why it happened. Mama Clinton didn't break the glass stealing. The neo-Nazi took over. The evil, demonic Trump took over. Russian hackers, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. Somebody got involved. It's, you know, it was never Mama Clinton's fault. It's never her fault. It's never Obama's fault why he had a luck laster sucky ass 8 years. It's everybody else's fault, but everybody else's fault. It's not their fault. Oh hell no, it ain't their fault. You know, they're too goody two shoes to have faults. It's evil Republicans and lazy ass other people, and that's what it is. You know, and the Democrats who voted for Trump weren't turned on by his great dazzling of, you know, oral toilet language. They were turned on to him because he showed up to these places. He talked to them as a businessman, because most of them were probably businessmen or people who understood business, and they caught his eye. He caught their eyes, actually, though. And when he started talking about real issues, about terrorism and issues with taxes, and people like nod their head, like, yeah, our small hick town that Obama keeps flying over to go to Chicago, that has the highest death rate practically than the war, than the Afghanistan conflict for the last 2016, 4,000 people were killed in Chicago. When 2,200 were killed in Afghanistan in the same year. So obviously it's doubled in Chicago, more deaths in a year than it is over in a war. You'd think it'd be reversed, but, you know, this is Obama's pride and joy talking about here. So you have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. Okay? Clinton lost because if Obama cared about the Rust Belt, if he gave those lifelong Democrats who worked in the coal mines, salt mines, the steel, whatever, you know, the same love he gave the inner cities, Clinton today will be president of the United States. This was resting on the status quo, and she says, woo woo, liberal train's gonna keep on going the same route. We're going the same way. We're not looking back. We're gonna go through this Trump issue and keep on going to the promised land, or milk and honey, whatever, dancing around gumdrops, having a great time. What happened was, though, the same program that she was talking about was the Rust Belt being left in the back burner, and has been for the last 8 years, and having not one give a damn give to them at all. And a lot of those people were not evil Republicans that voted for Trump. A lot of them were lifelong Democrats who feel pissed off and jaded because their leader, their savior, Obama, did not follow through on any of his promises in 2008, didn't give a damn. Didn't give a damn in 2012. And now she's like, oh, why did I lose? Very simple. It's not hard to understand. It's not about some. It's not about some mystical neo-Nazi knights or army of Nazis. It's not about evil, demonic FBI Ouija board sessions. It's not about Russia getting in the way. It's about Clinton being a piss-poor politician, doing the bullshit shuffle, and allowing her people to be yes women and yapping her mouth saying, "Ma, Clinton, you are great. Glass don't go on break. Glass don't go on break." And she didn't understand that having heel-click, lockstep yes people around you don't make you a good candidate. Now, I'm not saying Trump is the same thing or not. I don't know the man. I don't even care. The fact of the matter is, this is why I have to look at it, okay? If Clinton talked about his hope and change so much, and she talked about evil Wall Street, she lives in New York City. Well, Wall Street is the capital, practically. And so Trump does also. But the Rust Belt was up for grabs. Hey, bye. Hey, BT11. The Rust Belt was up for grabs. Everybody at Fox News, CNN, MSN, any news person who didn't get their damn freaking anchoring job or degree in a Cracker Jack box knew what the hell was going to be up for grabs this time around. And it wasn't the ghettos, it wasn't the trailer parks, it wasn't any of this garbage. It was the Rust Belt and the misrepresentation of a bunch of people who were Christian people, Christian views, but also who were coal miners, who were natural gas workers, people who had jobs, blue collar jobs, who've been shamed into having those jobs because of Lord and Savior Daddy Obama and his regime to come up with their solar power that China took over anyway, and with hemlock plant not very far from my house. I can go on my roof and see the damn thing, how tall it is. It's turned into an Apple freaking site. It's an Apple subsidiary site. A $200 million plant that they built up there. Not even 2 miles away from my house, I could see through the roof of my house. Went into the toilet because of China coming in and taking up all the solar panel technology, all the material away. And that's a $200 million plane the city of Clarksville had to sign over to some company because they're jackasses. And this is what Obama has left us. I don't care about Trump either. Obama, Clinton. You get a 5-year-old in the White House, I wouldn't give a damn because I don't care. Because it doesn't matter who we vote into this house. It doesn't matter what we do. Somebody's gonna bend us over, and they're gonna screw us anyway. If you like being screwed by a woman who allowed 4 Americans to die, by all means, great. I feel better knowing that woman's not in the White House. But I don't want to think of the fact of waking up one day and finding out that Trump's starting a war somewhere because his mouth gets up, in heaven's brain. But being as it may, though, and seeing how she constantly whines until death, practically, she came off being. If you looked at Clinton, in her latest, political, speeches, she came off being an old nagging person who just nagged people to death, who probably had good ideas but executed them poorly. It's not saying that what Trump was saying was any better. I think Rubio would probably been a better candidate for presidency myself. and not because I'm politically correct, 'cause I'm not, but he seemed to be more level than anybody else, and more level than anybody else. Jeff Bush family's kind of out there. The rest of them are kind of interesting, but you know, Trump won. It was kind of a funny moment when they pulled it out, though, and he pulled it out and won. But I thought about that since, you know, after November 9th, of what really happened, and I watched different videos, read stuff about it, and come to the conclusion that she lost because she believed too much her own hype and believed hype people around her. And you know, and because of that, issues, because of that issue there, cause of her demise, and the a presidency, and being that way, I don't think she'll run for president again. Bernie may. If he does, he may actually pull it out. He seemed to be a lot more level-headed than Clinton was. But the Democratic Party, since Clinton lost, have gone into self-destruct mode times 10. They literally almost imploded practically. Because I don't think anybody understood what really happened. Even after it happened. People were really thinking that she was going to win by a landslide because, you know, everybody said it was. Hell, no, I thought she was. No, even though I didn't like a lot of her speeches, I thought she was kind of off key on a lot of things she was saying. And now you're seeing how she's blaming everybody for her problems, how she lost this, it's everybody else's fault, blah, blah, blah. So I see now she was really not sincere when she said, you know, she will honor the results of the election. So essentially, the Democratic Party is full of bigots and a bunch of damn con artists. And I guess it's a bad thing because a lot of my friends are Democrats who are not con artists and bigots. But, you know, and a lot of people who vote for Trump who are Democrat weren't bigots and racist. They just didn't believe in Clinton. And because of that, that's why she lost, as well as many other things. I think the fact that, you know, Obama didn't fulfill his promise of his economic promise of growing the country 100%, focusing only on one area instead of multiple areas, and because of that became the joke practically. And what happened was, after 8 years, Clinton knew she was up to run for this. She had to battle through all this. You can't make up excuses. She ain't gonna bury Obama, because that's just plain suicide right there. And that's why I think that she lost in a way, because you know if Obama kept that going and kept this word and got the Rust Belt at least 50% better than it was, she would have walked in the White House today. She would have gone to the White House and been in the White House day one. And that's why I think that, you know, Clinton lost. Really was, and because of that, though, that's the issue why, you know, that's what I think about it. And it's funny to me because she don't know, she's showing her true colors. She doesn't know how to deal with it. And the Democratic Party is literally paying for it. You know, they want to impeach Trump, they ain't gonna happen. They can investigate Trump all they want. They can investigate anybody they want to. The problem with investigating people, you know, what goes around comes around. So you gotta be careful what kind of doors they open. I'm not saying that none of the people on the Republican side are out sin, obviously. But what I'm saying is, though, you have to be careful what you say and do nowadays. It's being that it's hard to fathom that she is being so much into politics most of her life. Come to find out that she lost to a person who had no political strings at all, no understanding of political know-how. No, as we know of, he wasn't a mayor, he wasn't a state representative or a state governor, he wasn't a senator, he wasn't any of those things. He was just a businessman, and he beats her pretty badly in the sense that it's like it's like having that it's like you're playing Call of Duty and you're like a 10th level prestige and some noob comes in and it totally destroys you in the whole match. That's what it felt like to me. And it was funny because it was like, wow, this person actually won, who no one gave a shot in hell to win. And that's very interesting to me. I think it was very funny. I think it was very comical because you saw the View the next day, and those hands were freaking out, losing their minds, ready to sit there and go completely ape shit crazy on it. Because everybody was told that Mama Clinton gonna win, and she didn't win, and here she is freaking out. Now, granted, she's not going total psycho mode, but it kind of saves a lot of her credibility that she's blaming everybody else for her problems. And I've always been told to live a life without complaint. To live your life without complaint, accept things for what they are, and that's what I do. I want to change things in my life, but I've learned to accept things and move on from them. But a lot of people can't. I guess one thing about it, you can't. So that's why I talked about that kind of stuff. Nothing really major. Just what I thought. What I read about it. But that's what I want to talk about. But it's just one of those things you look at. You hear about on the news and stuff though, and when I watch the news occasionally, put stuff on there, and that's what I do occasionally. I voice my opinion on it. But yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. My gamer tag crisis169. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.